Ultimatamente, Marcucci here in the video, and today we're going to be talking about XRP. And I'm sorry I couldn't make a video this weekend. My throat was kind of hurting, so I don't know what was going on. Couldn't really talk that much. So yeah, we're here back again on Monday, and we're going to be talking about XRP. This video is for my dad. He recently told me he was investing in XRP, and I was like, oh my god, what are you doing? But yeah, I wanted to make a whole video just for him. So gracias papi por la idea de este video. And honestly, it's not a bad idea investing in XRP just because they are scheduled to be approved for an ETF in 2025. They have an 80% chance of that happening. So a lot of money might be flowing through if the ETF gets approved. Anyway, you can see here from the all-time high, it is down 42%, which was 7 years ago, right? So it's never, ever reached back and surpassed that all-time high. It could obviously definitely go up. And if that ETF gets approved, obviously, it could go up. So yeah, that's right about it. The also big thing I wanted to talk about is the circular supply is 59 billion and the total supply or the max supply is 100 billion. So there is a lot of supply left. There's uncirculating that can definitely have an impact in price. If we look by market cap, it's 130 billion and fully diluted valuation 221 billion. So really not cheap whatsoever. So yeah, I don't think the upside is really there, but I don't think it's not. I mean, it's up 367% in the past year. So yeah, good luck about that. They are three main the blockchain, the native asset, and the company that itself builds XRP. So these are the main differences. I know when you asked me, I couldn't really explain to you, so I found something that can explain to you easier. So pause the video. Anyways, they have the XRPL, which is the layer 1 blockchain. It's a decentralized public blockchain that is open source and powered by a global developer community. I love this. I love open source. I think open sources are the future. The company, institutions, and developers and individuals around the world use XRP Ledger for many use cases across tokenization, payments, stablecoins, CBDCs, and more. If you know me, and you know me, I don't like CBDCs, but it is what it is. Obviously, they are here for the long run, so can't really blame them for being in such a huge space. Native digital asset, which is XRP, so that's basically like ETH or Ether from Ethereum, Sol or for Solana, and that other stuff, right? And then we have Ripple. So Ripple is a technology company that builds crypto solutions for businesses. Ripple uses XRP as a bridge currency in its solutions, making it fast, efficient, and reliable, making it ideal for financial use cases like payments. And Ripple is also a holder of XRP. So this is just a quick video. I know it's from 2018, so it was a while back, but it kind of explains the differences between them and other digital assets. Let me just increase this.
When we talk about the benefits of XRP, I would highlight the speed. So XRP is over 1,000 times faster than Bitcoin in terms of the confirmation time. It is actually deterministic, the confirmation time. So whereas with XRP, all the ledgers close about every 3 seconds, 3.2 seconds. With Bitcoin, it's 10 minutes, but it's random. So it's like sometimes it'll be much faster, sometimes it'll be a lot slower. And what that means, if you're using it for payments, is you're actually exposed to a much greater range of volatility with something like Bitcoin than you would be with something like XRP. Another benefit for XRP is the cost. So every XRP transaction costs on the order of 1/10 of a cent. Whereas like with something like Bitcoin or Ethereum, the cost would be much higher. So it could be on the order of dollars or even tens of dollars in the case of Bitcoin. So if you take all the different advantages for XRP taken together, higher quality hosting, higher quality validators, higher quality transaction processing, a lot faster, a lot cheaper. When you take all that together, what you end up with is the only digital asset that's actually ready for enterprise use.
And this is key. They want to really focus on enterprise use. But yeah, in terms of the technology, I do think it is great. I do think it's really cheap compared to the other competitors like, Solana, Ethereum, even Bitcoin. That I do agree with. But if you take a look here at the TPS, and obviously this is all theoretical, this isn't, anything, but Solana always leads in TPS as per other blockchains. And if we take a look here, the average transaction fee is 0.002, which is really great not many transactions are happening on the network. And we can see here, I compared Ethereum, Sui, Solana, Ripple, and Cardano. So some of the biggest layer one blockchains out there. Solana leads it, almost, 88 million transactions, daily transactions. Ripple is at 1.6 million. So not that much. Monthly active addresses, can't really see XRPs. But if you take a look here, stablecoin growth, Ethereum always leads it. Ethereum is going to be the leader in stablecoins. We're going to be looking at another slide in a little bit, but the stablecoin transfer volume is there. In terms of TVL, Ethereum leads everything. So Ethereum is 61 billion compared to Ripple's, which is 58 billion. And remember, XRP is way older than Solana, way older than Sui, and still doesn't have that much TVL. Kind of, at least to me, is kind of concerning. If we also take a look here at fees, fees generated, obviously these blockchains are built to collect fees and have transactions in them. Solana leads in fees, and Ripple is last. So Ripple is at 7.9K in fees generated. In revenue too, let's see, the latest is $8,000. Ethereum is $140,000. So Ethereum leads in revenue and average transaction fee, obviously, so Sui is less, but Ripple leads it in terms of average transactions. So that's the only thing that kind of like Ripple has above everyone else, that the transaction fees are really minimal, but no one is using it, right? Or at least it's being used one of the least. If we take it here at Ripple USD, we can see here they have 32,000 holders, 3,271 monthly active addresses, so not really that bad. But if we take a look here at something like USDC, it leads it by millions and millions of holders, millions and millions of active addresses, and market cap too. So this is just something that it's really great technology. I'm not gonna say it's not, but there's just other technologies have far surpassed it, in my opinion, right? If we take a look at the XRP Ledger, only 11 RWA holders, which probably the number is going to increase, the RWA value is going to increase too, and the stablecoin market cap is going to increase too. They're not the leader. And when you invest, you want the leader, and XRP, just to me, at the moment right now, is not the leader. Not is saying it can't change, but yeah. And if we take a look here, the developers and how many people are developing on the XRP Ledger, they only have 23 full-time developers, and they have almost 100 monthly active developers, which is not that bad. But if you take a look at like Ethereum, for example, it has 2,181. Solana 582. Monthly active developers is 3,000. So really, not that many developers. They do have a decent amount of dApps. I think they have over 1,000 dApps. But really, not many people are using it, right? Like unique active wallets in the past, 30 days. This one, Magnetic, it has, almost 10,000, which is okay. They move a lot in volume, like 31 million in volume, but I don't know. This is just something that they have a good product. They have really good marketing. A lot of people think, XRP is going to $5, $10, like $100. And yeah, I mean, maybe it can, maybe it can't. I do think if the ETF is approved, and a lot of people are thinking it's going to be approved, that's a lot of money that's going to be flowing into something like XRP. There's also other ETFs that are going to come out. Solana has an ETF, Cardano, even Dogecoin, which I'm afraid. I'm not afraid. I think it's great that ETFs are coming in, especially for this new technology. But I don't know. I just think there's a lot of competition. Right now, it's ranked number 4 in terms of market cap. I don't see it being there for that long. I think other stuff are going to surpass it. And I think obviously Tether is the top. USDC is probably gonna surpass it sometime soon. BNB, Solana, Tron are probably gonna surpass it. Anyways, enjoy your thoughts. Please send them what you think of the video. And as always, please remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.